Happy Friday once again. Been thinking about the opening music. Had a lot of people email me, good, it's gone. And a lot of people email me, they like it. So I do videos on a Friday because Fridays are kind of special growing up. And school's out, no homework, and you eat dinner, and the whole family gets in front of the TV to watch back-to-back your favorite shows. And every one of those shows has their opening jingle. Now, back then, if TVs had a mouse, I don't know whether I'd skip over the opening jingle. I don't think I would, because it kind of makes it. It made the show and it made the evening. So, I think I'm going to be putting the opening music back in randomly, though. So, those that liked it get to see it from time to time, and those that don't want it have to put up with it from time to time. So this video, according to the title, I'm just going to quickly bang out an outboard spider for either one of the lathes, and you'll get to see some work in the 3-jaw, and you'll get to see some work in the ER32 using the CNC power feed. So I had a lot of fun with that, let me tell you. So enjoy and see you next Friday. This should be pretty easy to make, a lathe spider. Kind of just drew out some of the dimensions, copying a lot of this, because I don't want to go up to 1 inch. So 7/8 piece of material, and calipered that. Just kind of came up with some lengths. Whole thing's going to be 1.4 inches long, which is here. So it's just a matter of, let's just go over to the horizontal bandsaw and cut it off. So it's on. I'm on 4, which is aluminum, and go. Sinks right in that line. It seems to be cutting incredibly square and straight. Love watching the chips come out of it. And that's it. Since it can't hold 7/8 in a ER32 collet, it's got to go in the chuck. Face it off. So just kind of simple, and I'm going to turn the part that goes inside the spindle. Looks like I've got this guy right on height now. It went nuts before. It was only a few thousandths too low, and I was getting a terrible finish. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Very nice indeed. And I'll be using my saddle stop here. Short line. Might as well do the boring on this thing too then. There we go. That's cleaned up. Looking pretty darn clean. Yeah, I like that finish. Alright, so my pencil mark is right there. Over here. It's right in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So, set the saddle stop for there. Lock it down. There it goes. So, it's a matter of just going back and forth here a whole bunch to take it down to diameter that I need. Too bad I couldn't do it on the other lathe with the power feed. That would have been so nice. Ding, 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 ding. Making chips all over the place. Take out a 4/1000 cut, why not? Now I'm going to need to put some oil in here so it doesn't start sticking all over this insert. Put it up with the spotting drill here rather than a center drill. Alright, come on in, lock it down. A little bit of RPM. Yeah, why not? Just put a little juice on it. Don't need it, but on center. No walking at all. So I'm probably going to have to come up with a couple of drill bits here, because I'll wind up doing it at a 1/2 inch. And then I got to go in and bore it out the rest of the way, because I don't have anything bigger than that. Paper towel. Yeah, I've got one over here. Always using paper towels. Go through a ton of them every day. Alright, so that's set up now. And then this is why I'm saying stub length. So, stub length set. Pull out. Oof. Oh, the 1/2 inch isn't going to go in there. 3/8 is as big as this chuck will hold. So let's go. Am I going to be able to get all the way through? Yeah, I can get all the way through with that. So first time, rare, you know, like I've said, that I have to put something that this chuck can't hold in here. All right, put that all away. Bring this in. All right, come on, lock it down. There we go, ready to go, and get some of this cutting fluid left. Yeah, I can bore it out from 3/8, not a big deal. Probably too high in RPM for this. Going in here. It's fighting it to get going, but it's going. Sometimes anchor lube works better on this, but it's getting there. All of a sudden I'll get the strings coming off. What's it look like anyway? Yeah, see? Nice, clean, no chatter type hole when you use the spotting drill. Anything else and it would start just chattering all over the place, but love seeing the chips come off of both flutes. Come on, you're gonna hit bottom any day now. So not yet. Has to be. Oh well. Alright, so let me... Oh yeah, I'm in there. This is really funny. The monstrosity chuck. It does fit in there, and yeah, without stub length, well, I'm almost at the end of the bed here with this, but I figured 1/2 inch is going to save me a lot of time taking in boring, because that's a lot of material that's going to come out of here. Oh, get in there. Alright, put some chunk on it. Maybe it'll help slow it down more. Yeah, I probably should go into low gear on the back here. There. Yeah, so I don't stall this motor out or the breaker trips. Oh, that should be going through real quick. That would be a lot of boring there. Just keeps going right in. Get the right feed rate too, and it's nice because you can bring it off in one long chip. Longest chip I had was like 100 inches or something ridiculous, so I need to break that chip. That's getting really long. Can I grab that? Or no, it's not too dangerous. It's fairly thick, but uh-oh, don't go in the chuck, please. I don't like it when it gets in the chuck and starts flopping around, because then that's when it starts to cut you up. Alright, I gotta get this out of here. It's gonna get caught, and I'm gonna get cut up. There. Nice. Alright. should be almost there. I'm pretty far in with this bit. Alright, well, problem. I don't have a boring tool holder that'll take a 1/2 inch, because that's a lot bigger. So I'm gonna have to take this over to the other lathe, chuck that side up, which I should be able to hold, and forward on the other lathe. Do I want to deburr that? I can do that at any time. Just make sure this edge is clean. So we're kind of done with this on this lathe. Time to clean the lathe up and take it on over to the other one. If you want to back up to the that last little clip on the other lathe where I'm taking it out, if you pay attention, I'm not wearing, you can look at my chest, I'm not wearing the mic. It's lying way down on the bench pointing away from me, and yet the audio was good. I couldn't believe it. So, got the power feed I'm going to use here, and let's see here. Am I ready to do this? Yeah. Oh, I need to get my oil mix over here. A little bit more, running at about 1,000 RPM. There's that, just back it out. And get some juice ready here. Alright, power feed time. Are you going? No, put it on, enable it. There we go. Limit switch is set for where I need. Probably pretty slow. I can probably bump it up, but yeah, definitely bump it up. This is ridiculous. Let's see, up. Yeah, 1.5. That should be pretty good. I'll be able to write down some actual numbers here, RPMs, and wow, that can go over a little bit further. Yeah, that wasn't quite complete. Alright, just move the compound to adjust it. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4 thousandths. Usually I take 5, but oh yeah, I just want to clean this up. I don't want to really get it skinny. Oh boy, that went pretty far. Well, nice finish though. I'll have to take a 1,000th cut and slow it way down. Let's see. Too much of a cut. Get rid of some of this junk here. All over the place. 1,000th cut. Slow it down to, it was 8, I think. 10, it's 1 kilohertz, 900 hertz, 800 hertz. Yeah, that finish isn't that great. So, 1,000th cut, 800 hertz. Engage it, move it closer so I don't have to wait 3 days for it to get there. Let's see what it does. It looks pretty good, yeah. Well, I don't know what, I guess you can go 800 hertz, you can figure out what the feed rate is on it, but almost like I need to go the other way. Taking too much off. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way and take a half thou off. Not too thrilled with that finish. Definitely not thrilled with that finish. Cutter likes going the other way. Alright. Oh, I can't do it because I'm in with the limit switch. How do you do that? I just have to take it off the limit switch. Let's see, I can reverse the direction and go in almost a half a thou, a little over a half a thou. And if I move the limit switch, the motor should start, and it does, and engage it, and there it is. Oh yeah, better finish. Whoa. I like that. Oh, I didn't have to disengage the limit. I could have just disengaged the external and then be running on internal and just hit enable and it goes. But whatever. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I could slow it down even further, but whatever. Alright, after this I need to just set up for boring. Set back up with the limit switch here for boring, which is scary because you better trip or it's going to go right into everything, huh? Alright, bring it out, stick it in there, bump it back up, 1100 hertz. I'd really like to see what it does. Well, you guys can't see in there, but I can. I can actually reverse the direction and just say go. Need to get some juice in there. Yeah, it's going to go really close to this tool. I should get ready to disengage it just in case. It should be stopping here any second. There it goes. Boom, it tripped. Nice. Wow. Put some stuff in there. Yeesh, what a mess. Alright, so I gotta take a few thousandths here and let her rip. Oh geez, and this is nice. Life is good. Alright, well I got quite a ways to go. This is fun. I just sit back here with this little control box on a stool and just say go. It's on external. Oh, and it's running. Alright, so 4,000 cut. You just engage it, sit back, and then I can just reverse it and it comes back out. It's beautiful. Finish inside too. And I'm realizing this mic is picking up a lot of this lathe noise, the motor noise and gear noises. Well, I did take the gear off, so there's no gear in there. But it's moving slow enough that gear is not going to make noise anyway. And there it goes. So no longer do I have to be close enough to get chips all over me. This cord's pretty long. It can be like 6 feet away. And it's almost there. And it's done. So switch off external, switch direction, and enable it, and it comes right back out. For kind of like a finishing cut. I don't know how much you can see in there. I'll try to back it up so you can see the finish, but it's beautiful. Just as nice as the outside is. I'm at 1100 hertz speed rate. I should have fun. I could probably have fun here playing with speeding it up a lot to make quick time or whatever you want to call it of the work. See a little bit of smoke coming out of there, and there it is. Tons of chips in there though. And it's out, so disable it, disengage, back it up. I can just put the remote down here for a bit. Wow, look at the chips. I need a needle nose or something I can start fishing it out with. Back it way up so I can get in there. Yo, come on out. Eesh. But you can kind of see the finish. This is just too good to be true. This is great. Just checking some stuff out. added up all the time the videos that have been shot so far, and it's just slightly over 20 minutes. And I checked the battery on the smartphone, and I've used 45%. So I should easily be able to do a 1-hour movie if I need. Yeah, I figured this is going to be just completely jammed up with stuff. So, and on this, I'm thinking I was going to go up to 3/4, but you put a piece of 3/4 in here, and it's not really going to be wobbling on the other end, even a 1/2 inch. So I just took it up some. That way I know I got enough of meat here for the screws too. How do you get this through there? Clean it out. And I gotta deburr this and chamfer this side, so I gotta do the other side. There we go. What a mess. But that's pretty awesome. I guess you can see it's kind of the different finishes here. The other lathe versus this one with the power feed. I'm gonna have to, this fits right in there too. Oh, I got the other piece in there. So that's pretty good. And I was thinking, every picture I see of a spyder, they always have 4 screws. Why? You only need 3. And then I realized to do 3, you can't do 3 unless you have a spindex. So I don't think a lot of people have one, so they're just putting it in a collet block or something and doing it. So now it's just a matter of putting the spindex up on the mill, and I'm going to chamfer that. Camera's in the way, I think. Can I just get it out of the drawer without bumping the camera? My favorite little guy here. It does a great job. I don't know why or what, but it's fantastic. And it does big holes too. Alright, perfect. So I just need to put the screws in there, and then I'll be done. Spindex is up there, and it's kind of a kick just to clear the, I don't want to take the vise off because I have to re-square it. So to clear the vise, I've got to put it up on these plastic parallels that I showed before. Well, just eyeball it to the edge of the table here so that it's kind of squarish. It's not that critical. And I had spot drilled. Actually, I center drilled 3 spots, 120 degrees, so pretty easy to do here. 1 hole's done. I just got to do this one and the next one, and then come down and tap them out. Decided to go with 832. 632 just kind of looked too weak, too lame. I don't want to break through real fast because then I'll leave a massive burr on the inside here that I'll have to try to get rid of somehow. Alright, there's that. Pull it out, set it for 0 degrees now. So easy and fast to do. Done. Drill this guy. And that's for 3 holes then. Alright, it's just a matter of tapping them out now. And here it is. One little spyder just goes in there and clears it. I wanted it kind of tight because it's kind of dangerous having that thing spinning around. I was also thinking, since anything poking out on this end of the lathe, it's going to be stock material. So I could replace this with little set screws, and I could make just a couple of inserts. I would need, what, 1/4 inch, probably 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch for whatever it's worth. I don't think there's any other size down there. Is there? Oh yeah, it was 5/16. I've got a bunch of that. 3/8, no, I don't know. Maybe there's a bunch of them, but for as much as I use this thing, and as many times as I've needed it, this will work fine. Goes in there, clamp it. It's not coming out because it's holding onto the material. Low profile. So, another wonderful project.